What is happening, party people? It's about that time for me to get into some news because I'm going to be getting into a couple different things. Because well, as you may or may not know, Hourglass has pegged over to the Matic network via polydragon.io. So I'm going to have a little Polydragon news for you, and we're just going to go a little, we're going to just go on a little road. As you can see, I got a couple of things to talk about alongside. Oh, you can't see it. Okay. Alongside the top, I got a couple of things to go over, a couple of websites to go over, and I don't want you guys to miss a thing. So as we are looking at right here, Hourglass, the Polydragon network. So Hourglass has pegged over to the Polydragon network to allow you to get LP tokens via Fire and Glass. If you don't know how to do that, you can actually go to I'll just put a video up here right there somewhere. Yeah, it'll be right there. A suggested box will pop up, so you can actually go and take a look there and see exactly how to peg that over and how to bridge that over. There is a bridge on the Hourglass website that you can use in order to bring it over to the Matic network. But yeah, man, look at this APY. It's grown. If you look at that past video that I just suggested up in the corner, you will see that this was a little bit lower. So we're going up in the APY. That means more people are putting more money in. But the opportunity here is 902% APY. I recently just, and this is a great thing because the fees are so low. This was perfect timing on Hourglass's note because the fees they're not high for Binance considering the ETH. Oh my God, those ETH prices, I can't even fathom. $20 per transaction, like I can't fathom those fees. But for a little guy like me, and maybe you are, maybe you're not, maybe you're a whale watching this, but yeah, man, this is the way to go. So what you're doing is pegging it over, and right now, as you can see, I have 50.212 billion, and I have accumulated in my wallet. Let's see, about fire, about, what is that? 1, 2, 3, about 3.1 billion, man. That's great of fire. That's really great. So I've accumulated about 3 billion in fire. So what I'll be doing is using that fire balance and then crossing it back over into USDC and using it for me to buy more glass. But I'm just letting that accumulate. I'm letting that build up. I'm gonna let it to get to about $100. Hopefully that fire price goes up. Speaking of the fire price, let's take a look at what's going on here. So fire, when was that? About back in July or June. Back in June 15th, it was upwards of about 3 times the price that it is now. So we're just hoping for that price to go back up with this this bridge that was created through Hourglass. And yeah, man, today's the perfect time to get you some fire and actually create an LP token between fire and Hourglass. So let's go over to some Hourglass news. What's up, guys? Glad you're tuning in today. It's the green hair Glassian tuning in, guys. I appreciate you for tuning in. So we're gonna go over to some Hourglass news. I'm gonna give you an update on my wallet. Let me change this fairly quickly for ya. Gotta be on the Binance. So as you can see, guys, you got to be on the right network in order to access these different websites. So in the last video, if you take a look at the last video, I'll put it right here of my strategy, and I'm using 2 wallets now. So I got 2 wallets, and if you actually go in the link in my description, I'm using the other wallet as a donation wallet that you guys can actually donate to, whatever, if you want to. That's perfectly fine, up to you. Which I'll be using for the Hourglass giveaway that I'll be doing in September with 570E, which is one of the greatest, not going to say one of the greatest, but an anonymous whale in the Hourglass community. Great guy, and you can actually see the interview that I did with him. I'll just be putting a bunch of little suggestion boxes up top. So right now I have 1.271 trillion staked at the moment. Let's take a look and see how much that is. 1.271 trillion. So we're gonna do this just to show that price for you. I want to keep you guys updated, man. We're gonna look back at these videos and be like, that guy was doing the damn thing. So 1.271 trillion. Let's see how much that is. Currently, I have about $5,098 staked in the Hourglass platform, of which, guys, you cannot unstake this amount ever, ever, ever. You are not allowed to ever unstake that stuff. That money is pretty much gone and given to the actual platform. But as you can see, there is a daily return that I earn. And I can show you exactly what that is. That this right here, the estimated daily drip. So it's an estimation. I usually get a little bit more. I get usually about 0.3-ish, 0.3 to 0.6-ish more, just depending upon when I've staked my money. Because as you can see, well, it doesn't show. Oh yeah, it's right here. The distribution. So once you deposit into this, you can see that 87% of goes to the prize pool. So if I deposit $100 in, I know that $90 of that money is going towards the prize pool, which people can win. So this prize pool, right about, it's basically split up in between today's lottery prize and today's largest prize. So it goes towards that. 8% to all depositors based on their total deposit. So I know that if I deposit $100, $8 goes to this 1,904, and it's divvied up. Every single time a person deposits, it's divvied up between every person that owns the coin. I mean, not that deposits into the platform, not owns the coin. And then 3%. So this, it has to do with that 90 to 87%. So if you have a referrer, of which I would appreciate if you guys make me your referrer, you have to make sure that the website is up here every single time in the address when you are actually using a referrer. So make sure that if you go on the link in my description, there are step-by-step directions on how to get into Hourglass. If you are not into Hourglass, you can use those step-by-step directions. But make sure that you actually bookmark that referral code, so to make sure that it comes to me. And I will actually send you 1 billion in glass for using that code. And then 2% to the dev. So 2% go to the devs, the people that actually 2% goes to the guys that are actually keeping the upkeep and that have actually built this platform for us to enjoy. So which is great. I want to show love to. I want to feed the hand that feeds me. You know. So as I was saying, this estimated daily drip right here, I'll calculate it for you. It's really an easy calculation. I want to keep you guys updated and show you guys how easy this is. So all you got to do is put this 5.982 billion, 5982. Let's make that a billion. I think that's a billion. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep, that is 5.98 billion. And we're going to multiply that by the current price, because it is $4.06 per billion. $4.06 per 1 billion. That is not right. All I have to do is put in the 5.982, because it's actually already made up for me. Boom, $24.28 per day, daily. So this is a slight little part-time, well, it's not even a part-time gig. This making 25 bucks a day, that's a little bit of nothing, but you have the opportunity of this price going up. And speaking of the price, let's go on over to the price of Hourglass. Or actually, let me show you what happens. Let me show you what I've done and what I've done up until this point. So my last deposit was about 5 hours and 46 minutes ago. And basically what happens is, once you deposit money into this contract, you are qualified. You are automatically, well, not automatically, for every 500 million that you deposit into the contract, you are entered in for the Hourglass lottery prize, which is this right here. And you also have the opportunity, of which also one thing to consider, you can only get 1,000 tickets at a time, but you can get multiple sets of 1,000 tickets. So you can deposit 500 billion at a time to get 1,000 tickets, 1,000 tickets, 1,000 tickets, or you can go straight for this today's largest prize. So we see a person has deposited 1.23 trillion, but they're only going to win 502 billion of the coin. So they've deposited around $4 grand-ish to get $2 grand-ish. But the great thing about it is that the money, that the $4 grand that they deposited, 8% goes to every single one of the holders. So let's take a look at about how much that is. So I can just show you guys about what I gained from that person. So if we go to this calculator right here, I'll show you 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Times 8%, 0.08, boom. Okay, that's not right. Hold on, I'm just gonna do 4,000 bucks, because that's about 4,000 bucks. times 0.08. Boom. 320 bucks. And if you take a look at my rankings, my ranking, it shows actually my share percentage right here, so I can calculate exactly what I received from that person that deposited that. So if I multiply it by 0.001, because if you know when you're doing percentages, you got to go to the left 2 decimal places. So 0.00159. So I got 50 cents from that guy, man. And so if multiple people are doing that and going for that largest, that can add up. That 50 cents can add up, and that's only from one person. So I'm getting that from 1,904 people, depending on how much they deposit. So yeah, man. Going back, we're going to go to the price. The price is at a very high, at a very low range, a perfect buying range. I wish I can show, I actually can can I show some indicators right here. I'll do some averages, moving averages. Let's do that one. That's a 1421. That's a great one. Let's do a moving average, or just a regular moving average, and I'm going to change that to a 200, so you guys can get a good range of what is going on and what's a good time to buy. So if it's under the 200, it's kind of close on that. I can't really tell. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. So when it goes, goodness. Oh, it's on the 1 minute. That's why. Let me go to 1 hour. So when it goes below the 200, and when the moving average of the 14 is above and the 21 is below, that is a great buying time. So for instance, goodness, let's do the 4 hour. I need this. There we go. So as you can see how far it is away from the moving average, and the 14, when the 14 goes below and the 21 is above. So as you can see right here, the red, 14 is the red, 14 is the red, 21 is the blue. So 14 is below, the 21 is above, and then the 200 is way up there. Great time to buy. Regardless, anything under this 200 is a great time to buy. This is a buying range. Even though you see one of my sales, it was because I was doing something else. Pay no attention to that. It's a great time to buy right now. Moving right along, we're gonna go to Biswap. I want to show you guys the greatest. If you looked at the description, the thumbnail, the title of this is something about the Biswap. I can't remember exactly what I said, but there is a 450% APY. Let me pull up a couple of pictures for you guys to show you how I started off. So as you can see right here, I started with about 1,400 bucks. I actually started with about 1,350. I kind of took a picture, as you can see, about 4 hours later. I had accumulated about 0.5. So I've been accumulating some great amounts from this. What I'm doing is pretty much allowing these profits to increase to about 20, and I'm only taking out 10. So as you can see, my balance after around, 4 days, is around 1,650. I've actually took out 10 and put it into there. I'll actually have some cake staked here, earning me some more BSW. So I'm kind of all in with BSW. Let me show you guys also one more picture. So this is a picture from the actual white paper of Biswap. So the deflationary mechanism. All rewards from accounts with no refer will be used for purchasing BSW tokens and burning them. So this happens once a week. Pretty much anything that is nobody. So I don't have a refer. So basically all of my BSW tokens that would be going to refer are being bought to buy BSW tokens, and then it's burned every week. I think it's every Thursday or something like that. So it'll be a burning every on this Thursday, and 50% of trading fees will be used for token burning. So that's only because I did not get a refer, but I'm offering you guys an opportunity. As you can see, you have the opportunity to set your referral set your referral bonus for what you want it to be. It is automatically set as 100% going to me, 0% going to you, but I actually changed that. So if you go on the link in my description, you can become my refer and be receiving. We're splitting everything 50-50. Otherwise, it's not going to anybody and it's being burned. But I'd rather put it in. I'd rather put it into the hands of us, so it allows us to get better gains. So as you can see, invite your friends, earn cryptocurrency together, earn a certain commission reward from your friends' swaps. So as soon as you get your BSW tokens, you're going to be getting some money right back. We're going to be getting the same amount to our wallets. And 5%, it's actually going to go right here. So it's going to go to the referral list. You can go to the referral list and it's actually going to pop up total earn right here. Swaps on Biswap and 5% from their earnings on farms and launch pools. So for instance, that's $1,350 that I actually put into this, and I actually have it on auto compounding. So every 5 minutes, my profits go automatically. Seeing it jump up a little bit, it automatically goes in there. So basically, we would be every single time that goes in, we would be getting earnings from that also. So I'm just gonna. I think it was like, what was it? 11. I can't even see what the heck that was. 1134, I think. Yep, 1134 times 0.05, so 5%. So 56 tokens. We would have been getting about divided by 2, about 28 tokens a piece, man. Damn, I could have, man. I wish I would have known. I had to refer me, because that extra 25 tokens, that's $25, man. That makes a difference, man. God. So if you are a person that's looking at this, make sure that you don't miss that opportunity to earn an extra 28 tokens on top of whatever, or it may not be 28, an extra 2.5% of whatever you put in. So if you're putting in $4,000, 0.0, you would be getting $100 back. So 4 bands gets you $100 back in referral bonus. So let's take a look at the price. Doesn't show my buys. That's odd. But anyways, let's take a look. I think I bought at around $1.20 something. It was like $1.20 something. As you can see, the price is upwards of $1.44 and rising. This is a great project. Please do your own research before you get into this. Please you go use my referral link. Go look at the white paper and make sure that you get into this project. It's a great one. Moving right along. I like to go over things, but I like to give you an update on everything I got going on. Hex is, man, the most amazing project that I have seen thus far. Please do your own research. It is a great thing going on the Ethereum network, but those gas fees are extra freaking high. So take heed of that before you stake. Just showing you guys, here's my chart. My yesterday's APY was about 13%. So I principled in about $230. That's what it was when I first put it in. I got about 0.133-ish T-shares. The goal of Hex is to get these T-shares, man. Put in as much as you can. You're basically taking a portion of the shares that Hex is worth. So you're getting, this is the part of the company that you're owning. And then once you unstake, these are forever burned. So as you can see, where is it at? Let's go back. As you can see, the price of the T-shares has risen from about lowest 60% and upwards of around 3,000, man. That's freaking nutball. For all those people who got in early, it was great. So as you can see, these T-share prices, these T-shares are going, let me see. T-share totals are going down, and the as the day payout is going up. But it fluctuates. As you can see, there may be a couple of days where it pops, boom, 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 or pops down, boom, boom, boom. Same with the price of Hex. Oh, I'm sorry. Daily Hex payouts, boom, it pops up and down. But yeah, man, I currently have 2,051 staked, as you can see. Come on. 2,000, I don't know what. I accidentally did this. This was an accident, guys. So if you see this, pay no mind to this. It was an accident. I was trying to do some stuff on the Binance Smart. I was doing some experimenting on the Binance Smart Chain network and failed miserably. So don't do stuff that you don't know how to do. That's pretty much. So principal 2051, I've gained 3.1 Hex in interest, of which now I have 2,054 staked, with the $335 is the USD price of what I have currently staked. But look at the price of Hex, man. Look at it breaking every single resistance line and following this trend line to a T. This trend line is going crazy. It's very supportive. I drew this when it was down here. I think it was this one, between this and that one. And it's following to a T. It's so crazy how Hex works and how great it is. If you're not in it, what I would say, this is not financial advice, but don't worry about those gas fees. Stake it. Staking longer with more is always better. But I staked mine for a year. As you can see, I staked it for 365 days. So 0.82 is the progress. So I have 361 days left. But yeah, man, hopefully that thing is pumped all the way to $50. So if 2051, if it becomes $50, that'll be worth $102,000. I am hoping and praying for that. But according to the ETH, so Hex ETH, so that was the Hex USDC. Let me plug her on up. That was a Hex USDC chart. But if you look at the Hex ETH chart, it's still breaking through everything. Because what I do is I pretty much buy my Hex with ETH. So I base it off of it's always, so right here was the best time. So as you can see, that 14 crossed over, and this was the best time to buy. Never the best time to sell. Always stake your Hex. That is not financial advice. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you. I love you guys. You know, I strive for peace in the Middle East, but I am from Z.